This week on Huntin' Full.
Hey guys, I got a buck over here.
That's not the deer. That's the buck. Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him.
Join Ben Roundtree, Huntin' Full membership drive winner, as he embarks in the Sonoran Desert on a monster mule deer hunt. Located a short drive from Hermosillo, Mexico, deep in the vast arid Sonoran Desert, lies prime hunting grounds for the highly sought after desert mule deer. People often speak of a hunt like this only as a bucket list item or as a distant dream that one day they hope to experience. For Ben Roundtree, that dream came true when he won his trip of a lifetime through Huntin' Full. Ben's story begins back in his hometown of Statesboro, Georgia. Raised on a farm, he took to the outdoors right away and began hunting and fishing alongside his father. Over the next 20 years, Ben and his father have experienced over a dozen memorable hunting excursions and have been blessed to hunt big game all over the continental US, Canada, and Alaska. At some point during those years of hunting, Ben was referred to Huntin' Full when he needed help selecting an outfitter for an upcoming trip. And he has remained a loyal member ever since. So join us as we travel south of the border to experience firsthand some of the most extreme and remote terrain you can chase world-class desert mule deer in.
Hunting encompasses every part of your life. You plan, you research, you map out every last detail. And when your drive for hunting is everything you do, you then become a huntin' fool.
Land of extremes, sweeping desert country, and the Sierra Madre mountain ranges on the Central Plateau is refuge for the wildlife to avoid the extreme cold in the north and the intense heat in the south. But with all the conditions this landscape has to offer, nothing is more encouraging than hunting in the region of the Sonoran Desert, especially for the prized desert mule deer.
My name is Ben Roundtree. I am in Sonora, Mexico. I won this hunt with Huntin' Full. About 2 weeks ago, I had about 10 days notice, and here I am. Normally on these trips, I work out a little bit, try to get in better shape, practice my shooting. This trip, I had about 10 days to get ready and leave, so it was pretty much just throw my gear in a bag and hit the airport. This week, in first week of January, is supposedly the best week as far as the rut goes here in Sonora. So hopefully that'll give us a better chance of getting a big buck.
Strongly maneuvering this traverse land requires one that is acquainted with the hard terrain. Huntin' Full knows best when it comes to matching up the hunter with an experienced and qualified guide.
I'm Bob Dykman, work for Sonoran Pro Hunts down here in Mexico. We're in Sonora this week. I'm hunting with Ben Roundtree. He won a raffle through the Huntin' Full. Looking to kill a big buck. See what happens this week.
Historically, the desert mule deer were distributed across the Chihuahuan Desert region. One can understand the great deal of luck needed to first draw this difficult tag and then harvest big desert mule deer.
Ben, bring that stuff over here real quick.
See anything?
Yeah, there's a little buck over here. Thought he was a lot better than he was. See this saguaro? See this 𝗙𝗂𝘅 right in front of us?
Right.
And then that tallest little saguaro that's got a short one right underneath it?
Yeah.
Go up into that real thick arroyo right there, and then go straight above that arroyo. Those arroyos are the real thick trees right there.
Out in the open?
Yep, above those. So we're talking west of the arroyo of those real thick trees that run out into that yellow grass. We're talking west of it, right?
Slightly west of that. It's hard to tell from here. It might be on the exact same line. So if you're looking right down the arroyo, you're probably looking in the exact direction of those deer.
You looking? You got this big kind of thicket of trees, this arroyo that goes out into. Yeah, I'm here.
These deer for the last half hour have been heading east, and they're finally starting to hang up. I think they're going to bed down pretty quick.
Yeah, copy. I got a really good view of all these deer right in there from here. We'll probably hang out for a minute and see what they end up doing, and then we'll bail off.
Huntin' Fool is brought to you by Matthews Archery. Catch us if you can. HUSKEMAW. If you're not the lead dog, the view never changes. Red Rock Precision, the ultimate long-range shooting solution. And Huntin' Fool, your complete hunting resource. This segment is brought to you by Auto Farm. Fun, simple, and transparent. Your personal guide to your next ride.
After the boys successfully locate a group of desert mule deer, they pack up and elect to reposition for a better look.
We're gonna bail off this hill, go down a little cut off this mountain, hit a road, go below us here and get kind of a crosswind on that deer. Go through that arroyo and get set up probably about 150 yards, and I think we should be able to find him and get him killed. It's 500 right now, a little over 500. I don't know, he's bedded, I guess, but I'll find him here in a minute. There's another, that big old 4x2 that we were talking about's out there too. He's a badass deer.
Is it?
Yeah. So we're just gonna hang out here until he gets back up. There's no sense of, we can't see nearly enough. So we're just gonna hang out here until they find him again. Just gotta back out of here. We got our butts kicked by a buck today, and we're just gonna slip back out to the road. Maybe see something else on the way out, but
Be back in the morning.
we were the fiddle today, that's for sure.
The first day in the Sonoran Desert was successful for Ben Roundtree and his guide Bob, as they found a desert mule deer that was worthy of his tag. Huntin' Fool knows best when it comes to setting up the hunter with the right accommodations. Before setting out on another day in the Sonoran Desert, Ben gets a brief history of the ranch.
He put a stick there and make a circle. Okay, I want a round house, right? Round? You say you can get mule houses. Yeah, but how round? Well, you know, and that's how this started. And then it took 3 years to find the right person to do the roof. Okay. Then the guys that put the masonry on top, they did a shitty job because they put plaster all over. But once I have it clean, it
looks good.
yeah, I started in that area once, and my father came, no, you're gonna mess up the bricks. And okay, so, you know. Yeah. And I was by myself in a ladder, and with this kind of, I was just praying, you know, we Mexicans pray a lot.
After a tour and learning the history of the ranch, the guys enjoy a fresh meal before they embark on the dense terrain.
This is day 2 of the hunt with Ben Roundtree here in Sonora. We found that buck yesterday and just couldn't quite close the deal. Haven't found him yet this morning, but we'll turn him up here somewhere and hopefully get him killed here this morning, if we can dodge the rainstorms.
So the rain's getting heavier, we can't see very well. We're gonna head down and try something different in the afternoon.
So far this hunt, we've had some bad weather, but we've seen some good deer, and I think we can put it all together and go after one.
With luck and Mother Nature not on their side, they retreat from the intense conditions to reevaluate their strategy for the day. With the storm dissipating across the Sonoran Desert, the guys decide to split up with hopes to better their odds on harvesting a desert mule deer.
All right, talk to you guys on the radio, huh?
So Bob went up the hill we tried this morning to see if he could spot that buck again, and we're gonna take off if he gives us word. See anything?
No, well, some little bucks. One buck that I actually thought was going to be pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, walking, you know, sideways or whatever, and then he looked right at me, and he was
That wide?
I think honestly, like maybe 12 inches wide. But
Really? But tall?
But real tall, yeah.
Huh.
Did you know that twice a year, Huntin' Fool's membership drive offers some of the most sought-after trophy hunts in the world? In this drawing, all members have a chance to win a once-in-a-lifetime hunt with a qualified outfitter. Go to huntinfool.com to find out more. This segment is brought to you by PhoneScope, the future of digiscoping.
The guys have seen a few bucks, but haven't been able to get close enough to pull the trigger. It's now the middle of the day, and to mix things up, the guys like to take the hot part of the day to go out and sharpen their skills on some coyotes. So Ben and his guy Bob are joined by another guy, Jeff Rowe, and they head out to see if they can put a few coyotes on the ground.
My name is Jeff Rowe. I'm from Prescott Valley, Arizona. Day 3 of our Sonora mule deer hunt. We're gonna give it a go on whacking some coyotes. Stay tuned.
As we were hunting, we heard coyotes quite often, and thankfully got the chance to go after them.
Let me just right there. Let me just right there. Look at
Yeah.
How crazy is it?
Yeah. You're ridiculous.
After putting a few coyotes on the ground, the guys headed out to do a little bit more glassing before dark to see if they could spot a mule deer for the morning hunt.
It's a little colder this morning. We're out early. Hopefully the deer are moving better, and we can spot a buck worth trailing.
We're gonna stick with the same plan and try and glass this buck up from top of this hill. Hey Jeff, copy Jeff. Hey, I got pretty sure it's the buck that we're looking for. Anyway, if it's not, it's a shooter. These guys are packing up and they're gonna go down to my truck and they can meet you down there. When I saw that doe finally come out of the arroyo, I was thinking that it was gonna actually work. Hey guys, I got a buck over here. It looks like a pretty darn good deer. Why don't you start packing your stuff up, Ben?
Okay. So we're gonna head down, meet Jeff, and go after that buck.
Ben heads down the mountain to meet up with guide Jeff Rowe, while Bob elects to stay behind so he can help communicate with the team to get Ben within shooting range to claim his desert mule deer.
Well, Bob, we got that buck bedded down over here. We're gonna hop in the truck. We're gonna head on back down this road there, catch that arroyo, and Bob's gonna talk us into him. Hopefully all goes well. You got a visual on him or no? Okay. Next thing I'm thinking about is if, you know, we obviously have to get through this arroyo to get a shot at him. Are you going to be able to see us walking through that arroyo? I'm going to put this orange vest on. If we get to the other side before you're able to see us, we've got a pretty good chance of blowing him out of there.
This segment is brought to you by SKRE, Extreme Mountain Hunting Gear.
With their luck changing, they finally find a mule deer that is worth harvesting.
Hey guys, I got a buck over here.
Will Ben Roundtree finally be able to claim his tag of a lifetime?
You got a visual on him or no? Well, we got a pretty good idea where this buck's at. We're gonna ease on in there and see if we can't get eyes on him from the ground here. Definitely a buck we want to kill.
Yep.
Having a pair of eyes on the hillside to spot the desert mule deer, Ben and his guides set out to get within shooting range.
They lost him again, so hopefully they'll circle back around. If they do, I'm gonna guess they're gonna come out right out of here.
Yeah.
Good spot for us to set up just a little bit and hopefully Bob get eyes on him again. Yeah. Well, the original plan was to go in quietly. Things weren't working in our favor, so we sat down for about an hour, decided to switch tactics, and went to calling.
When I saw that doe come out, I was kind of shocked at how readily she came out to the call, and was just hoping that the buck was behind her. That's not the deer. That's not the deer.
Shoot him.
No, he's not the deer.
He's not.
He's really short-tined.
Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him.
When the buck came out, he was probably the biggest mule deer I've seen. I've hunted a few times, but didn't have a lot of time to think about it. It was a quick shot, but everything went well.
Nice. Dude. You called him right in, man. That was sick. Yeah. That was f***ing sick.
We've been after this buck for 3 days, and just want to thank Bob and Jeff for setting me up and getting me to within about 80 yards of this deer. Had a great time.
The desert mule deer is one of the most sought after of the deer species, and arguably one of the most difficult to hunt. But with the help of Huntin Fool, Ben Roundtree was able to make this a once-in-a-lifetime adventure. It's taken a lot of hard work battling wind, rain, in the harsh Sonoran desert, but it's an experience that Ben will never forget.
Closed caption is brought to you by Realtree, friends, family, and the outdoors.
And in closing, I'd like to say this has been a great week of hunting down here in Sonora, Mexico. Great food, great people, great hunter with Ben. We had a heck of a time bleep.